Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Virgo energy. I'm going to get out 4 or 5 cards here, and then I'm going to get some clarifiers on top of it to fill out the story of what might be going on in Virgo energy. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor energy. Well, some of you are making a major decision in your life. Some of you, and again, this can involve family, friends, parents, children, wherever you're at in your life. There could have been someone who, in their Virgo nature, is unwilling to go within to gain insight and wisdom of the past. They choose to turn their back on their hopes and dreams and love and believing that they have the resources within themselves to manifest their dreams into reality. And so they turn their back on moving forward in a positive way. They choose to go within and hide, and they could kind of be bossy and controlling. Like they've made a decision. I am not moving forward because that would cause me a lot of stress and anxiety. I'd have to become enlightened and see things from a new perspective about giving birth to a new life, a new way of perceiving myself and the world around me. And I'd have to start listening to my intuition in order to move forward in the energy of love and put in the work and effort about my own fears and insecurities that are in my own belief system that make me defensive and guarded to moving forward. Oops, what do we got there? And we can't force people to do those things. They just, if they made the free will choice to turn their back on your love offer because of you can see things from the bigger picture, you have hope, faith, and belief for healing. You believe you can manifest until this person believes it. You can talk till you're blue in their face. This person apparently is going to have to go through some more life lessons until they get so heartbroken by their own decisions that, they're willing to offer themselves some love. Right now, they've turned their back on their own inner child, youthful, believing nature and love. They've turned their back on their own hopes and dreams. They don't believe they have the emotional capability, the mental capability, the thoughts, the ideas, the faith, the belief, creativity, inspiration, the time, effort, resources, and skills to be able to manifest their dreams into reality. This person might think that they can go within and hide, keep offering their emotions to hiding and repeating patterns of the past, and they think they can move forward just creating illusions in relationships. They'll create the illusion that they're stable, that they're a leader, that they've given a lot of thought to things, that they have become enlightened, and that they're willing to give birth to a new life. But until they've really done those things, they're just creating an illusion. So what you positive Virgos did is you went within and you gained insight and understanding about the whole situation. What wasn't I seeing before? What was being hidden from me? Why did this person make this decision? Why are they so stressed? Why are they being so stubborn? Why are they being unwilling to see things from a new perspective? Shadowy Empress energy can be unloving, selfish, greedy. So you went within to gain insight and understanding. If people aren't willing to tell us, that's why sometimes we got to go to tarot to try to figure out why. We don't think that way. So it's like, why did they think that way? You're still offering love to them, which, anybody who's kind of tipped into fear and insecurity or pride and ego, it's like, well, I wish you love, but we got to keep moving forward. We have hopes and dreams that we want to come into reality. And if this person decides to turn their back to that, then it's like, well, I believe I can manifest my dreams into reality. And if you're unwilling to work together with me to do that, I'm going to make a decision that I'm going to turn my back on your bossiness and your decision you made. I'm going to work through my fears and insecurities by tapping into my emotions and imagination and try to see things from a new perspective, wrap my brain around this because you still deserve to give birth to what you want to give birth to. Love and hope and faith. So you're going to listen to your intuition. You're going to keep moving forward in love because you need to keep moving forward that way. And maybe you'll be like a shining star to this person. They'll wonder, how does she do it? Just like you're wondering, she or he, how does she or he do it? Just like this person has been unwilling to do that, you can be like a shining light to them as you show them how you're going to do it. They know that you probably love them and that you had a wish and a dream with them. And they know that they probably were prideful and egotistical and stubborn and bossy and controlling and stuck. Well, as they see you keep moving and they know that you've overcome those same things that they've had problem getting over, you'll be like a guiding light to them. So you're going to listen to your intuition. The only thing you can do is move forward in love until this person is willing to go through the same process and move forward in love. Then, you can't have a relationship with them. It's not balanced. It's not fair. It's not just. It's not kind. It's not loving. So you're going to put in the work and effort about your own fears and insecurities, about, that you had wished a relationship would work out with this person. This person, in their denial of the truth, might make an offer to someone because, for one, they're unwilling to put in the work and effort to figure out why they come from fear, insecurity, pride, and ego. So they might get in a relationship and put in work and effort on a relationship that's based on their fear, their insecurity, their pride, their ego, where they can stay tipped out of balance, where they can hide. Devil energy, Capricorn energy in shadow can be about being codependent on other people. And this person will keep being in relationships with other people that have the same, the universe will keep mirroring back their fears and insecurities to them. And either those relationships they'll work on those relationships and it'll be kind of toxic, or they realize that it's toxic, that they need to start putting in work and effort on their fears and insecurities that are in their belief system that make them so defensive. And if they ever decide to move forward in the energy of love, like you are, you're putting work and effort not to have toxicity in your relationships. You're putting in work and effort that if this person isn't willing to do it with you, you're going to free yourself and liberate yourself, because you don't deserve to be in a relationship that's toxic or controlling or jealous or envious or codependent. You are going to listen to your belief system and have good boundaries against these people who are in that energy. Until they move forward in a positive energy, you're going to have your defenses up to them. Because you want people in the future who have risen above their own inner conflict and competitive nature and have taken that creative, inspired effort to stand up for themselves. Maybe part of their toxic energy is they don't want to defend themselves against other people in their life who maybe want them to stay in shadowy energy. And they'd have to be willing to defend themselves against those people. They need to start defending themselves against their own fears and insecurities, their shadowy Pisces nature. When we don't see things clearly, it can create illusion, which does kick us into our fear, our insecurities, our self-limiting beliefs. They need to learn to stand up and defend that, take creative, inspired action, to see the truth through the illusion, that they need to become independent and self-sovereign, no longer codependent on other people for their sense of feelings of stability or security, or emotionally indulging themselves in other people to make them feel better, you know. Being independent, Capricorn energy and toxic energy is all about the world in 3D and the way things have always been, not necessarily moving forward, sometimes in the energy of love if you haven't freed yourself. And this person needs to liberate themselves from that energy and see the truth that they are meant to live life being responsible for themselves and their own stability in an emotional state, to be emotionally brave and confident, and to have victory in their life. Learning how to emotionally nurture themselves. And that's what you guys are going to do. You are going to have good boundaries to this person. If they try to create illusions between you, trying to prevent you from seeing the truth and moving forward in victory, you're going to be defensive to that. It's like, no, I am going to keep moving forward in my life. I know my worth and value. I'm going to treat myself in a loving, nurturing manner. Get myself balanced and maintain my balance so I don't get tipped off and run my life off into the ditch because of fear and insecurity and illusion. I want to be in a relationship with other people who are like that, other people who know their worth and value, know that they have unique skills, talents, and interests, that they were uniquely given to build their long-term stability and success upon, who know their worth and value, who treat themselves in a loving, kind, respectful manner, because that's what's fair and just, to offset their fearful thoughts with love, who are willing to take creative, inspired action forward, to step into the spotlight of their own life and temper their worldly nature, their fears, their insecurities, their pride, their ego, emotionally, knowing themselves emotionally, that they're willing to step in to the spotlight of their own life and see through the illusion and instead see all the emotional possibilities of what could be ahead for them if they got over their fear, their insecurity, their self-limiting beliefs. So let's go fill out the story. Tell us about the Virgo energy. Someone who turned their back on love and hope and faith. Yup. Sorry. It's kind of like their past is beckoning them, the old foundation. They could have had someone from their past who offered them a stable beginning that isn't necessarily based on love. They decided to emotionally offer their resources to the past. And they turned their back on holding on to a relationship that was just and fair and balanced in Taurus Libra energy. You might be very emotionally balanced and just and fair in your Libra energy, or you are a Libra. And they held back from that. They're kind of unwilling to work together with others cooperatively, unwilling to open up, unwilling to move forward. And based on their belief system, they think it's fair and just to do that. I mean, we all do what we think is fair and just at the moment. You know, people can beat themselves up over the head every day. People can, abuse themselves in lots of ways, with drugs or alcohol or being in bad relationships. But if they think that's just and fair and that's what they deserve, that's what they're going to do. There's an old foundation that they cling to that they're unwilling to let go of. And it has to do with either their own belief system about themselves, relationships, marriages, worldliness, that it's all about looking like a pillar of community, or it's all about status, image, wealth. Whatever their belief system is, that's what they cling to. And they think the way that is just and fair and balanced. So you are offering them peace, love, and joy, but you are listening to your intuition and your Pisces Cancer energy. Having your vision of your higher self, of what your life is meant to be, and it isn't meant to be with someone who is unwilling to go within to gain insight and wisdom and either apologize, come from that loving nature who holds back, who, is unwilling to open up, who wants to keep repeating past patterns of the past. You're moving forward. You have you're listening to your intuition and you're moving forward. Tell us about the Aquarius star energy. You're offering your resources to your Aquarius air sign energy, which is, thinking outside the box, willing to see things from the bigger picture, having hope, faith, and belief in healing. But Aquarius energy is also about willing to close out old chapters of your life if you need to, because we need to learn our lessons. We're meant to learn and grow and expand. We're not meant to stay stuck, to be stubborn, because we have stress and anxiety about other people who are stuck in their pride and ego. We're meant to become enlightened, see things from a new perspective, to get past that in order to keep giving birth to the things that we want to give birth to in the energy of love, balance, fairness, justice. So, in your Aquarius energy, you are closing out this old chapter in your life to become independent of it, knowing your own sense of stability and security comes from within you, and you're willing to move forward in your life into the unknown and see things from the bigger picture about the fact that this relationship didn't work out. We can stay focused, our attention on the relationships that didn't work out, or we can live in the present moment of the Two of Cups and align with the energy of love and have hope, faith, and belief that if we keep following our dreams, we're going to align with other people who also align with that type of energy. And you might be closing out a chapter on someone who wanted to be single from you because they keep things hidden beneath the surface of their emotions, and they're focused on relationships of the past that didn't work out. So what that person is doing, they're offering maybe emotions to the past, and they're hiding from, when they get in relationships with people, when you're tipped out of balance, you're operating again from fear, insecurity, pride, ego, maybe wanting things to be your way because you have stress and anxiety about seeing things from anyone else's perspective and being creative and inspired and loving. So when they get in a relationship with other people, they hide their Virgo nature of being willing to move forward in life. They kind of have their own plan. Their plan is to maybe have them be the center of attention. The Aquarius energy in shadowy energy is not seeing things from the bigger picture, not wanting to think outside the box, not wanting to bring about change. They want everything to be the way it was, and everybody maybe should just orient around the way that they want to live life. They don't want to learn their lessons of the past in order to be emotionally vulnerable. They don't want to, they're codependent because they have things hidden beneath the surface of their emotions. They might move forward with their long-term plan. They might decide, I'm going to end the relationship I had with people who are loving, who see things from the bigger picture, who have hope, faith, and belief. And either I'm going to be single, or I'm going to they might have made an offer. They might have made an emotional offer to someone who reminds them of their past or from their past, that they want to move forward with them because this person is single and abundant, and they're just going to create illusion around it. that I'm not coming from the energy of love. I still have regrets about the past. I'm going to hide that. I have regrets about the past. And I'm also going to hide the fact that I operate and try to build my life not aligning with love, because I've been hurt before and I'm unwilling to look at those issues. So I'm going to operate from a foundation of regret. And I'm just going to try to create an illusion. Tell us about the Magician card. They have decided that in their Aquarius, Queen of Swords energy, they're defensive to healing. And either what they're not showing or they don't want to look at or they hide is love. They do not want to be aligned within the energy of love themselves. Some people can like hiding. It's like, I like being out of balance. Now, some people don't ever want to go within to gain insight and understanding of the past. This person could have let go of one soulmate who did believe that they can manifest their dreams. And this person is just going to get maybe either they're going, they could get in another relationship, or they're just going to stay single. They could create the illusion that they were the one who was betrayed and that they've healed. But what they're not showing people is that they reject being balanced and having equal give and take in a relationship, because they could be bossy and controlling, have a lot of fears and insecurities about seeing things from any other perspective. Why would somebody be afraid of seeing things from any other perspective? Well, it would require them to grow and change. Some people don't want to do that, I think I can just get in relationships and create illusion that, I was betrayed before, but I've healed now. You other people are ending a chapter on a relationship with people like that in your life. You do believe you can create your dreams into reality. You actually are speaking your emotional truth, turning your back on the past. You are going to heal from someone who rejects being in loving energy. And you want people in your future who've also healed. You might not be showing that you still have love for this person, and that's okay. We have a lot of people leave our life sometimes that we can love them, but we don't take action on it in the world because they're kind of in shadowy energy. And you have decided that, you're going to give a lot of thought to, you probably finished putting in all your thought on why this person is stuck in their pride and ego. They might be in their pride and ego because they decided, I just want to be surrounded by luxuries in life. I don't want to see the truth of love. I'm going to focus on money and materialism, just indulging myself, being selfish and greedy. They might get in a relationship, maybe someone else who's in toxic Capricorn energy is offering them a new emotional beginning if they stay in denial of the truth. And they can just be surrounded by luxuries in life with them. Basically, their own shadowy Capricorn energy is offering them, saying, we can put work and effort into having a new emotional beginning. We don't have to listen to the truth. We can be surrounded by luxuries in life, going about life this way. Yeah, you might be surrounded by luxuries in life, but you're going to be emotionally unstable. And because if you're in denial of the truth, that's a problem. So when they decide to align with this within themselves, they align with people outside themselves. So they might get in a relationship, maybe with maybe a Libra, an Aries, Pisces, Libra, Taurus energy will put in work and effort to be in their shadowy Capricorn nature in their belief system. And some of them might give birth to having a new emotional beginning where they work together with a Capricorn or someone else who's in shadowy Capricorn energy in a relationship because that aligns with their belief system. They're defensive and guarded of moving forward. They're defensive of standing up for themselves. They're defensive to seeing what's hidden beneath the surface. They're defensive to the truth. So, where are we at? 25 minutes? Let's go see. Why do these people hold back from relationships that are just and fair and balanced? Because they're deceptive and manipulative, and they deceive themselves because they're overwhelmed. It would take a lot of creative, inspired effort for them to do that. They think that'd be overwhelming. So they choose not to do that. They choose, why take creative, inspired action, and that would take a lot of work and effort to see the truth when I can just kind of be successful by worldly standards. I can look like a shining star by worldly standards. If I either get in a relationship with someone who's single and abundant, I'll look like I've manifested my dreams. I'll just create an illusion about why. I'll create the illusion that this is my emotional truth and that I've healed. I'll create illusions why I betrayed other people, who are moving forward and healing. What do they see as their dream? Being in shadowy energy. Maybe they've always operated from their kind of shadowy Pisces nature and shadowy Virgo nature. They've always kind of deceived themselves with the truth, and they think life is about creating illusion, just looking like a shining star in the world. That their dream and wish is to be defensive to seeing what's hidden beneath the surface of their emotions. They've decided they'll focus on work and money and materialism in the 3D world. Well, tell us, what's hidden beneath the surface of their emotions? And some of them, if they were in a relationship with you and they were deceptive and manipulative, then they ended up holding back from the relationship because they were overwhelmed, because they know they were deceptive and manipulative. And instead of communicating and putting in the work and effort to move forward in love and to maybe apologize and move forward with a long-term stable plan to have their dreams come into reality, they decided to end it and become single and just keep things hidden about the regret that they caused. And they created an illusion about why that relationship ended. What are they keeping hidden beneath the surface of their emotions that they don't want to look at? That maybe the home and the relationship that they had been in was willing to move forward, believing they could manifest their dreams into reality. And this person has inner conflict about that because they maybe don't believe they have the resources to do that. And it made them competitive, kicked up their competitive energy. The choice is to either communicate and open up about your emotions that are hidden beneath the surface, about why you don't feel that way, or you can kind of compete with your partner. And maybe within a loving home family relationship, they decided to be manipulative. The Magician is about manipulating things, creating an illusion. And that maybe caused a lot of conflict and fighting. And then, because they're maybe competitive, they still decided not to open up, not to reveal what was hidden beneath the surface of their emotions. They maybe then decided, in order to stop these positive people from moving forward in their life, because they would like to maybe still be in a relationship with you, they just want it based on how they want things. So they decided, I'm going to create competition. I'm maybe going to go get involved with a third party. And maybe when I end the relationship with you and I become single and I create illusion around all of this, you'll feel in regret. And maybe you'll feel betrayed, that you have to heal because someone rejected being in a relationship with you. And instead of working through your stress and anxiety and seeing things from a new perspective and giving birth to a new life, they're hoping that because you have stress and anxiety about them being stubborn and in their pride and ego trying to prove a point, things need to be their way, that you'll give birth to being in two minds about the truth too, and you'll come live with them. Let's do things my way. I'm going to be forceful and controlling. I'm going to be stubborn and in my pride and ego and unwilling to see things from your perspective. And if you don't do things my way, well, I don't want to be viewed. I don't want anybody to know that that's how I am. So, but if you keep trying to move forward, I'm going to hold back from you. I'm going to be deceptive and manipulative in order to try to overwhelm you so that you'll offer me love again. And then we can move forward. If that doesn't work, I'm going to move forward with my long-term plan. I have always expected to be the star of the show and everybody orients around me because I have fear and insecurity of change. So if that doesn't work, I'm going to end this relationship. I'm going to become single. I'm going to create illusions around it because I'm actually heartbroken about the whole thing, but I don't want to deal with that either. And I'll maybe try to manipulate someone else who feels betrayed by love and is trying to heal. And I'll create illusions around that relationship. You know, trying to create competition so that someone, maybe you would come back and decide to be in a relationship with them and that you'll keep things the way they are. Don't listen to that, positive Virgo. You keep moving forward. Get over the stress and anxiety of them being prideful and egotistical, and they're stuck. You know, they're going to be stuck in their life acting this ugly way until they're willing to move forward in love. Don't let them being stuck in shadow, fear, and insecurity keep you stuck. You keep moving forward. You put in work and effort to get over your fear and insecurity, to listen to your belief system, and have good boundaries against these people. Stand up for yourself. Be willing to move forward in your life. Keep following the truth. Be solid, stable, independent within yourself. Rise above the petty conflict and competitive energy this person tried to kick up within you. Know your worth and value. Keep balanced in the energy of love. Keep taking creative, inspired action forward. Being emotionally brave and confident. Turn your back on people who try to create illusion. Keep seeing the emotional possibilities of you taking creative, bold, inspired action, and make a final decision that is over. You have learned your lessons from that experience. Until this person decides that they're going to go through this whole process that you went through and close out that old chapter of life, there is no relationship for you. There needs to be an end to the petty conflict, fighting, and competitive nature in love relationships. If people want to be happy and work together emotionally, people need to put a death to the old ways of being and be willing to transform themselves and heal from the past pain and heartbreak that keeps them in pride and ego, in competitive energy, in fear, insecurity, deception, manipulation. You know, they have to be willing to put in that creative, inspired action to offer love to the past and to use their time, energy, and resources to put an effort towards their dreams, to become independent, deal with the regrets of the past that they've kept hidden beneath the surface of their emotions, and heal. And be willing to learn and grow and expand and fight for the things they're passionate about, willing to fight for the truth to stand in their truth and power and cut out those old ways of thinking, believing, and relationships and habits and patterns that are not aligned with truth. Stand up to that mental conflict that makes them defensive to moving forward in their life, and to bring down those old foundations. To be willing to move forward and move forward with a long-term stable plan where they offer their resources to justice, fairness, balance, willing to get balance between their heart and their mind, quit living in their mind. You know, the mind can get us caught up in our pride, our fear, our insecurity, and be willing to be nurturing and loving because they've learned how to nurture and love themselves, where they have equal give and take between their loving nature and their fearful nature, so that they can be loving and nurturing and have equal give and take with others. And until they're willing to do that, these people won't be in your life. You know, you could have been in a partnership relationship and you and your partner did this, and this other person is someone else in your life. But it will never be able to work unless you give up on your dreams like they did. If you're willing to keep things hidden and create illusion, then you can get along just fine. If you're willing to be defensive to healing and create illusion in your life where you're not aligned in the energy of love, where people make decisions that are best for everyone, if you're willing to be with someone who wants to be bossy and controlling and reject equal give and take in a relationship because they have fear and insecurity of becoming enlightened and seeing life from a different way, well, I guess you can be surrounded by luxuries in life and be in denial of the truth. Don't do it, Virgo. Keep moving forward. We need more people to be a shining light for people, showing people how you believe you can manifest your dreams into reality. And I did get a power surrender card, and we got the surrender to divine timing and surrendering your addictions. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. It's if a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Surrender your addictions, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking. Take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives, because we need to surrender the idea that we can fix someone. It's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. You know, and there is the idea that, you know, if a person is meant to be with you, you know, they're trying to force you to live life their way. And if you say, no, I reject that. I want love, hope, faith, belief, seeing things from the bigger picture, making decisions that are best for everyone, willing to step out of societal norms and outside the box. You know, as you keep moving forward, if they're meant to be with you energetically, it will pull on them. They'll keep seeing you move further and further away, and it'll be like, oh my gosh, you know, but you have to get to be, when they can feel that you have energetically let go, you know, it's one way or the other. They either stay in their shadow and fear and ego and heartbreaking life, or they decide to do the work to catch up with you. You know, and it's kind of hard once you've seen the truth. It's kind of hard for you to go back to living in denial. So, there you go, Virgo. I wish you peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.